You're with Warner Brothers now.
Mm-hmm.
That's been going on for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
Some momentum behind you.
Things
External forces moving.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's good. Warner Brothers has been really good, and I always sort of felt like I make pop music, and that's to really get the right audience. You need a label, and you hear a lot about sort of acts like Madonna now and Radiohead and stuff like that. But the only reason we've heard those names is because there was labels out there that for years, pounded the pavement and kind of got their music out there. So, to me, it made the right choice, and everybody at Warner Bros. Has been really supportive. So, it's exciting. It's just about making new fans.
And you're kind of classified as pop,
right?
But the music has serious subjects in there,
right?
But they're fun to listen to. How do you balance that duality?
Yeah, I'm sort of always under the idea that if you make the song catchy enough, you can pretty much get people to sing anything. I have a newer song called 7C, which is all about a tenant murdering he falls in love with his, a landlord falls in love with his tenants and then murders them. But it's pretty upbeat. So I was playing that one around the house one time and my mom heard it, and then she finally came into the room and listened to it, and she's like, wait, I don't like this song at all. So, that's kind of, to me, if you can hook people in, they can kind of get them to sing anything.
That's cool. How'd you meet up with Tom?
Tom Kraske, bass player extraordinaire. I did a session when I was getting ready to start making the album. I was meeting with a bunch of different producers, and I met with him, and I met with this producer who it didn't work out, but at the session was Tom playing bass and this other guy, Mark, we sometimes play drums with. And I kind of just kept in touch with them, and when I was finally starting to put a band together, I gave Tom a call to see if he had any recommendations to people to play with, and he was like, I'll play with you. So, and he turned out he lived pretty close by in New York, so yeah, it's been really good. I don't think at first he was like one or two shows a month, and now here I am pulling him away from his entire life. But we're having a really good time.
That's cool. And Jimmy?
Yeah, and Jimmy used to play with Tom. Tom and Jimmy had been in a bunch of bands together and stuff. So they played with Amos Lee in one of his early bands, and John Legend and stuff like that.
So other than been all around the world, ain't seen another girl like you, what is like one line you wish I wish I would have got that one?
Wish I would have written that. Pretty much all of Paul Simon's Graceland. To me, that album, lyrically, is just beautiful. And the thing I really love about the way he writes lyrics is they're so sort of everyday, but at the same time so poetic. And I think that's what I try to do with my lyrics, is sort of capture the poetry of just everyday life or whatever. But Paul Simon's Graceland. Don't I know you from the cinematographer's party? Who am I to blow against the wind? I don't know. That's a good lyric right there for me.
That'll work. So now you're playing electric guitar.
Yes.
New fancy dud. Little motivation change or image change, or what's?
I kind of feel like the old idea, you dress for the job you want instead of the job you have. So if we're going to play 1,000-seat venues or something like that, we need to be, I just feel mentally I get into it a little more. If I get dressed up before I get on stage, I feel like I can kind of, it's like mentally I'm like, okay, it's time to go to work now. Maybe I wasn't in a good mood before, but when I get into the clothes and get on stage, I can sort of, take it up a notch. And it feels good.
Have you written anything specifically for the electric guitar?
Yeah, well, part of it is, part of the reason I finally decided to get into it, I feel like so many of the songs I'd been writing were really very rhythmic and sort of I was writing them really for electric guitar before I even realized it. But yeah, I'm writing a lot of stuff on the electric, and it kind of gives me new ideas and stuff like that. But it's always I was always hesitant to do it because I had bad experiences with lots of distortion and all this stuff. But we've been really trying to keep it like a nice, clean sound. If it's good enough for the Beatles and Elvis Costello, I think I could play one.
Now, what color would you classify that guitar?
That's a good question. The guitar, I'm not afraid to say it's pink. I've heard mauve. I don't know, I went to a couple different places and I kept seeing this one in this color and stuff, and I don't know. I'm not afraid to play a pink guitar.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.